this video, we're going to start talking about solving logarithmic function equations. Now, since logarithmic functions are functions, we know log base a of x equals log base a of y if and only if x equals y. All right, so note the bases of the logarithm must be the same. All right, so now what I want to do is to solve the following logarithmic equations. So again, very, very difficult to do as it's set up right now. But remember, a logarithmic equation you can write as an exponential equation. So let me write again. We know y equals log base a of x can be rewritten in the form of a to the y is equal to x. So when I see log base 4 of x equal to 3, I know that's 4 cubed, and that's equal to x. Now, 4 cubed is 64. Right? Okay, so now let's take a look at log base x of 9 is equal to 2. So again, I can rewrite this as an exponential. So that's x squared is equal to 9. Take the square root of both sides, that's x equal to plus or minus 3. Now remember, the base has to be greater than 0 and the base cannot equal 1. So in this particular case, a equal to 3 is the only solution that I'm going to have for this. Okay, one other example then. Now notice the common log of x is equal to the common log of x squared minus 16. Notice the bases are exactly the same. And again, because there's no base there, we assume it's 10. That's why I call it the common log. I can now set these equal to each other. Again, because it is a quadratic equation, I'm going to set it equal to 0. Now, in this particular case, this is not factorable. So I have two options. I can either complete the square or use a quadratic formula. Well, in this particular instance, I will use a quadratic formula. Okay. So let's refresh our memory on what the quadratic formula looks like. Okay. We know a is 1, we know b is -1, and c is -16. So just plug in. Okay. -1 squared is 1. Okay. And 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so it's -4 times a -6, that's positive 64, plus 1 is 65 over 2. Okay. All right, so then I have two solutions. The problem is 1 minus the square root of 65 divided by 2. That is a negative number. I cannot have a negative number under the log. Okay, so my only solution for this is going to be 1 plus square root of 65 over 2.